everybody, in this video we're going to talk about 1.6 transformations. Okay, so a reminder of what we did in 1.5, we talked about parent functions, and remember that's just the most basic form of the function. So all of these guys down here, those are all of our parent functions. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be taking those functions and moving them all over the graph. So when we're moving them, that is called a transformation. Taking a parent function and resizing, translating, and reflecting. So that's what I mean when I talk about transformations. So here are the two different options. We can translate something or we can reflect something. So when I'm doing translations, I want you guys to think of moving it left, right, up, or down. So left, right, up, or down. So a translation is a type of transformation. And then we can also talk about reflections, and reflections mean flipping a graph over a certain line. So we can flip it over the x-axis, or we can actually flip something over the y-axis too. They're both called reflections. So that's what we're going to be doing in 1.6 today. So let's review really quick our three different types of parent functions. I know there are a lot other, but in this unit, we're just going to be focusing on these three. So we have absolute value, and remember those come with the bars. There's the parent function for absolute value. Then we have quadratic, which is always x squared, and then cubic is always x to the third power, or x cubed. Okay, so once we have those parent functions identified, now we can start having fun. I know, it's lots of fun, and we're going to start moving them around. So what's important in this unit is that each of these letters spots stand for a different type of transformation. So each letter does the same, spell it right, Miss Kish, same thing to every parent function. So let's look at this a value first. When the a value is negative, so for example, if I have y is equal to negative absolute value bars, so when is the a value is in front of the bars or the parentheses, it is going to reflect the graph over the x-axis. This is super, super important, and you will have to know this for your test, so make sure that you guys have this in your brain. Anytime there's a negative in front, it is always going to reflect over the x-axis. Okay, let's go ahead and go on to the c value. The c value is always going to be inside the bars or inside these parentheses, okay? So that position will stay the same. And the c value is going to move the graph left or right. Now, something that is super important, and I want you guys to maybe write this in a different color, maybe highlight this. Every single time you have a c value, it is going to do the opposite of whatever you think it's going to do. I will talk about that later in the next video, but for right now, we just need to say opposite. Okay, lastly, we have the d value. So the d value is going to be after the parentheses or the bars. It can say plus or it can say minus, but it is going to be after the bars. The d value is going to move the graph up and down. For right now, all you need to know is up and down. And again, I want you to put this little asterisk here, and you're going to say the d value does the same thing. Again, I know you don't know what that means. We're going to talk about it in the next video, but for right now, we have our notes. Go ahead and copy down the rest of it, and then I will switch over to the examples in the next video.